In industry, the chips I built were these high-performance digital signal processors. Some of the very first digital signal processors we went to were for video conferencing systems. And everybody's like, oh, we don't want to use these things. Why would we want to use these things? And I think we know now.
The global pandemic really, forced Rice to go through social distancing just like the rest of the country. But for us, that meant that our on-campus population was shrunk to about 5% of the people that are normally there, from 11,000 to about 600. And in order to enable remote education, we went from having 3 classes online for credit at the beginning of the semester to having 1,906 classes online for credit on March 23rd when we went fully online.
Okay, can people hear me? I guess this is like maybe the 5th year I've taught the course. It's Fundamentals of Computer Engineering, or they call it ELEC 220. And if you're going to be a computer science major or an electrical and computer engineering major, you have to take the course. And by some strange coincidence, we ended up with, the course is 220, we ended up with 219 students in the class. And what you can do is, inside of Zoom, you should be able to raise your hand.
When he had to move to remote learning, he said, how am I going to replicate, this really, what's dependent upon that kind of immediate feedback, immediate recognition from the lab assistants.
There's 60 people in here right now.
When he came into my office about a week ago, he was bursting with excitement and energy, right? To really say, how can we make this happen, and how can we kind of rise to this challenge?
The irony is, every time we would come in the lab before this, we would always tell you, hey, could you please close your laptop so you can pay attention? So this time, do not close your laptops. The tough thing is with the lab, a lot of the lab was very hands-on, experiential stuff. So what we're gonna do, when we call them together for lab, we'll do that little lecture, and then there are 12 groups now. They've kind of organized themselves. We'll use the Zoom breakout rooms. And when I hit the Zoom breakout room, they will automatically find themselves in their own little conference session with the 8 people at their table.
I'm used to doing a lot of work online where, I'm in a call with somebody. I think our generation is pretty well prepared for just calling a lot instead of actually interacting with people and doing a lot of texting and messaging to coordinate.
We went as far as sending computers to students and sending wireless hotspots to students. In some cases, getting a satellite connection set up to make sure that somebody could continue to participate in their Rice education.
I got the photoreceptor plugged in, and I should be able to test it now.
One of the things I've loved working at this job for 5 years is that I get to work with amazing faculty who do amazing research, but are also doing amazing things in their classes. They're incredibly innovative in their classes. And the thing I've really seen this time too, that I see in many other ways when it's not a crisis or a challenge, is that they're really thinking first and foremost about their students and their students' learning. That's what their focus is.
This is really how a lot of us will work anyway when we get out of school, right? These are some of the tools and stuff that we're going to be using.
It's really nice that he's enjoying doing this, that you can tell that he's trying to not only just change the class to, work with the online, but trying to really improve it and make something good out of it.